That's one of the things we have a lot of fun with at the Lifestyle Alliance. Dr. Sands was talking about the MRS, and I have the EVOX and our nutritionist. We have the Zyto, which is a way to test the body, different treatment centers. We enjoy technology. So the EVOX, it's a biofeedback type of system. Vox is a Latin word for voice. And so EVOX is electronic voice analysis type of thing. And so what happens, you've heard the phrase that the eyes are the window to the soul. And so what's been learned that the voice is the reflection of the soul. Because everything in our system, in our body, contributes to creating our voice. And so what we do is, with this software, we can analyze your voice, and it measures the frequencies in your voice, and it can discover through that analysis which frequencies are missing out of your voice or out of tune. And the way that happens in our lives is that when we have trauma experiences, or we're just depressed or down or frustrated, any of those types of emotions, they take frequencies out of the voice. It measures over 1,700 different frequencies in about 10 seconds that are missing through the biofeedback. We take those frequencies and feed those back into the body. By feeding those frequencies back into the body, it wakes up the subconscious mind to greater awareness, because it puts that energy back in the system, and so our perception is opened up. It's called voice remapping, because it changes the voice, or also perception reframing. And so that's kind of the basis of what it is. I've had it in our center now for a little over 2.5 years, and I've had a lot of great experiences using that with different clients. Whatever the goal or the topic is, we discuss that, and while we're discussing that, we have the recorder. It analyzes the voice during that time, and now all I need is about a 10-second segment of that, so it's a very short discussion. And there are some that aren't comfortable in burying their soul, and that's okay. It's not necessary. In fact, a year ago I had a couple exchange students that were very homesick, and I didn't know their native language. They knew enough English to understand my instructions, and so I just asked them to talk about whatever they were homesick about, and they did that in their own language. And after 15 seconds of talking about that, I had them pause and listen to some music and think about feeling homesick. And just 1 or 2 visits of that helped them tremendously overcome that burden of homesickness, to help them open their eyes to understanding the opportunities they were participating in and having fun with. Okay, just real quick, I had one woman, she had depression for 40 years, and and there's things that help that, but she said that the EVOX helped her bring a sense of relief at a deeper level than she'd never experienced in over 40 years. That's the insightful, that's the whole purpose of that, is to bring greater insight, and when we have further insight, we have more choices in our life, so it gives us more power. So we've helped people with weight problems, addictions, athletic performance, relationship problems, PTSD. There's an emotional side of chronic pain and some other psychological issues.
I do have a fascinating thing to add about rosemary. Recently at a conference I was at, I saw some CAT scans of a person that had Parkinson's. And as you know, when you look at a CAT scan with a person with Parkinson's, they have an area in their brain that's not lit up because there's a dopamine problem with Parkinson's. And after 1 year of massaging rosemary into the scalp and taking rosemary essential oil from doTERRA, that CAT scan was completely lit up. So it's incredible for memory, concentration, studying, all kinds of just mental clarity. It's incredible for lymphatic drainage, coughing, a lot of great things, rosemary. Yes, certain essential oils, you should not consume them. That's why as a physician and as a mother, just for myself, I like the doTERRA brand because they are certified pure therapeutic grade. as a new grading that they came up with to let people know that you can consume most of their essential oils. So you would not want to consume rosemary, say, from a supermarket or maybe even most health food stores. So I do want to clarify that. Well, one that we use every day at our house is a blend. It has several essential oils in it, and the name of the blend is On Guard from doTERRA, and we use it every day. We put it on our feet at night and in the morning. And the reason you do the feet is the feet are very porous, and they soak the essential oil up and send it into your bloodstream. They can find it in your bloodstream within 20 seconds. And some essential oils, you don't necessarily want to smell them all day or want them on other parts of your body, or sometimes they can be a little bit spicy, a little bit hot to the skin. So for children, I put On Guard on their feet, and you can diffuse it in the air. There are different kinds of diffusers that will put the essential oil into the air, and as you breathe that in, it gets in the nasal passages and in your respiratory system. And On Guard in particular has been shown in research to actually stop MRSA. It does not kill it, but it does stop it, and so that shows you how powerful that particular blend is. In fact, if people wanted to read more about that, they could actually go to pubmed.gov. And if they typed in the word doTERRA, D-O-T-E-R-R-A, they could read about that, because as you know, MRSA is quite a topic on its own. But there are quite a few things you can do. Just lemon essential oil is great for congestion, great for sinus. There are things that you can take just for stress. There's one oil, an essential blend called Balance, that I'm particularly fond of, and it ties in nicely with what Rod is saying, because it has been shown to have some great results with the PTSD. It's great for balancing blood sugar. I have a couple children that come to see me that have trouble speaking. They don't speak at all, or they don't speak very fluently. They started speaking quite well on just that particular blend. Yes, and then the thing to remember about essential oils that's so fantastic is people know about bacterial infections and viral infections. You know, for instance, if you go to the doctor, an MD, they're not going to have anything to give you for a virus. So what I like about essential oils is it's actually proven that they can clean the receptor sites of your cells and penetrate the cells and go after bacteria and viruses.